Hello students, in this video I am going to explain to you the second detail, that is in history unit 5 second detail. Okay, this is also Friday's test portion. I think my videos are useful to you. If it is useful, give me the comments in the private chat. Okay, if you need anything to explain, tell me that also. I'll do that. Now we are going to start the second detail. The question is, discuss the circumstances that led to the reform movements in India in 19th century. Okay, this answer is there in the easy guide, but the answer, half of the answer is right and the remaining answer is not up to the mark. Okay, it is not directly related to the question. Okay, so I have taken the answer from the book. From here and there I have collected the points, so I have framed the answer for this question. Okay, so you need to study this answer and you have to write this answer in the public exam if it is asked. Is that clear for you? Okay, now I'll start the answer. Okay, now the first point is the English education in the British period produced a new group of people called elites. Elites, that is the English educated middle class people. Okay, they studied English so that they could able to communicate with the British as well as the Indian people. They could communicate among them. Okay, the people in this, the English educated people, they communicated between each other. Okay, so that it was useful for nationalism also later in the later stage. Okay, now they came under the influence of Western ideas and Western education. And the second point is Christianity also influenced them. Okay, influenced the educated middle class. Okay, though in small number, they led the political as well as the reform movements in the 19th century. So they attempted to harmonize the Western and Indian culture. Harmonize means get together. So they joined together. Okay, so harmonize Indian and Western culture. The ideas and actions of these educated people helped to reduce the impact of social evils as well as the superstitious beliefs. The Indian society in the 19th century had witnessed meaningless religious practices, okay, and the unwanted social customs. You know very well that we have discussed in the class what are the unwanted social customs, traditional beliefs, superstitious beliefs like sati. You know what is sati, isn't it? That is the after husband dies, the wife has to jump into the funeral pyre of the husband. If she is not willing also, the relatives will push her into the funeral pyre. That is that is something very hard to digest, isn't it? So like that, so many social customs, that is customs. Okay, going to abroad is wrong. Like that, they had some beliefs which is not reasonable. Okay, all that. And in addition to this, we have child marriage and polygamy also prevailed in the Indian society. Okay, subjugation of women, keeping the women, that is treating them as inferior to men, was practiced, as well as they were against the widow remarriage. So, okay, so as the child marriage was in progress, if after their husband dies, that is if it is in early age, there existed child widows. It's very horrible, isn't it? Child widow is a very horrible thing. So so at the age of imagine at the age of 10, 13, 12, like that, becoming widow is something very difficult. Okay, and then there was also practice of that is they were also against the intercaste marriages, that is marrying another caste man or woman. Okay, so they were against the practice of intercaste marriages. Interdining was prohibited. Okay, and casteism played a major role in the society. That is, society was divided into several castes. Okay, and mainly they were divided into upper class and lower class. Okay, and society was dominated by the Brahmins, that is the higher caste people in those days. In earlier, we are talking about 19th century. Okay, so the other caste people were not given the equal position. So the higher caste people only occupied the highest position in the society. So it is clear that there was no equality in the Indian society. So observing all these unwanted practices and traditions, the religious, socio-religious reformers like Raja Ram Mohan Roy and so on, they wanted to change the society, Indian society. They wanted to bring about major changes in the pattern of the society. So all these circumstances led to the formation of reform movements in the 19th century. Students, I hope that you are clear with the answer and you have understood the full answer. I'll post this answer in the group. You can study from that. Okay, take a copy of it or write, keep it with you till the public exam gets over. Study well and write well. All the best.